Hey, welcome to part 6, guys, back onto Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So from the airship, we're just going to head forwards, and there'll be 2 collectibles here. So you've got Cutman 2 book, adventure book. Yeah, make sure you pick that one up. You've got 50 gold and also 75 gold. And you've also got the airship document. Yes, you've got the airship document. Then grab these 2 repair patches, one on the left, one on the right, in the next storage part, and then open the hatch ahead to leave the airship. By the way, them 2 collectibles, the book and the document, if you don't get them here, because you can't come back in the airship afterwards, they do spawn later on in this next area. So don't worry, if you did miss them at any point, you can get access to them later. But what I found here is my collectibles didn't start registering until I got to about, I'll let you know in the video, but it's probably about 10 or 15 collectibles until they start tracking again in the menus on the trophy tracker. But anyway, guys, come up here, take a picture of that vista. Yes, get that photo, and then get a photo of the blue tent. That's it. Make sure you get these. So you got a photo of the vista, and also get a photo of the blue tent.
All right, let's go to the blue tent.
Once got in pictures, drop down and make your way over to a blue tent. But just be careful, because if the enemies see you, yeah, there will be a few guards standing around. If they see you, they'll trigger an alarm, and they will not be able to enter the blue tent, so the door will get closed. There's actually a guard just down there. That's why I'm taking a little shortcut for this little tent. That's it. And they come to the blue tent, guys, for a cutscene. Yes, if you trigger the guards, a guy will normally stand in the way, so he can't come through a doorway. But yes, after you get control back, take a picture of the snake, the Cyrus. Yeah, take a photo of the snake, and then interact with it, guys, for another cutscene. Yes, Indy's favourite pets. After that, grab the picture on the board, the rubbing. Yes, for another cutscene. After that one, I'm going to wait for the dialogue to finish, and then what's going to happen is they'll come and put a map on this table for you. Remember, everything is listed in my text guide. If you want to look ahead or check what numbers you should be on, all that is listed there. I'll let you know once the tracker should start working again. At the moment, it should be on 196. Which is what we finished the last mission on. So yes, grab that map. Yeah, that's the local map. Be another cutscene. You also get this stelae list after that cutscene. Yes, you get a document automatically. After it, grab this document from the coffee table. Geomantic analysis.
Don't worry.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be geometric, but yeah, geomantic analysis. Grab that from the coffee table, and then talk to Gina afterwards for another cutscene.
All right, I'm listening.
Right, after that, we're going to grab this document to the left of Naval. Yes, a Margaret portrait. Once got a Margaret portrait, we're going to head outside the blue tent. We're going to go right, grab this wanted poster attached to the frame of this tent. Yes, a wanted poster. Once got that one, come over here to the signpost, make sure it's actually unlocked. That's it. Once gone close enough, spin around and head in this direction. We're going to go past this truck and into this tent, find a new food type which we can eat for a trophy. So this is the ice beludi bread. Eat that to get a trophy, guys. If you can't eat it now as your HP is full or whatever reason, just try to eat it later. Yes, bread is life. So once got that one, you're going to come outside, going to take a photo of this red paint. Yes, trail of red paint. Get a photo of that, and then you're supposed to follow it to the south. But you're going to see where I'm going. So I've taken out my map. So yeah, you can either follow them footprints after taking the photo, or just follow my lead on the map. And you'll eventually reach this cave. Yeah, there it is. So come down the cave. You'll find a note inside and a book. Yes, this note, it is the grave robbing plan. We're going to grab that one. And we're going to grab this adventure book. Yeah, True Grit. Then once you've got them 2, we're going to head outside, go back to the road, and then follow the road to the west. And at the moment, you can see my mission I'm following is the Sanctuary of Guardians. I'm going to change it back in a moment for the main quest, the Idol of Ra. Yes, there you go, Idol of Ra. I'm going to track that one, because it'll put them objectives on your map. And we're going to be using them as a point of reference. So yes, just follow this road to the west. You may pass a guard along the way. If you do, just knock him out. That's it, just put this guy in a coma. And then over here in this little guardhouse will be some gold, 20 gold. Yeah, unfortunately your currencies do not transfer over to other regions. Yeah, then we're going to continue following this road, and up here near that nearest objective marker will be this little red and white tent. Going to come in here, going to grab that medicine bottle. That's medicine bottle number 1 of 25 in this area. I'll try to hover over each collectible just for a moment, just so you can see what I'm doing. But of course, listen out to my commentary as well, guys. Then you're going to come down here next to the objective marker. You're going to find this new NPC, Omar. Chat with him. Take the little stone from his hand, and you examine it for a moment.
Where did you find this?
It was smuggled out of the dig site over there from one of the workers. Look what it says.
On her deathbed, the servant revealed.
Yep, this is the Ostrakon shard, and you actually obtain this automatically as a journal note. Yeah, you do get a lot of notes that just trigger automatically. Your track will be on like 198, for example, then a big cutscene, then it'll go up to 199, and it doesn't look like you've got anything. Yes, make sure you take a photo of him. Yes, take a photo of Professor Omar. Then grab the Cliver's letter on his left, and then grab the dig map on this table. So remember, make sure you take a photo of him, grab a letter on his left, and also grab the map from the table, and of course also talk to him for a cutscene. Then you're going to come up here next, up this cliff to the south, and you're going to follow it to the southwest, over to that kind of like frame right on the top of that hill. Yeah, make way over here. So to begin with, we're trying to get a disguise first. Yeah, try and get a disguise, and then we need to try and build up some money to buy a lighter, and we're going to crack on with the main story a little bit and grab a few collectibles in the way. But a lot of this area, we are going to be coming back here, guys, later. We just need to get a better disguise first and just advance the story a little bit, because there will be some missions which will make you revisit areas anyway. So if you might think it might be best to grab everything now, you will be coming back again later for missions, so don't worry too much. You'll be okay to follow my lead. It will still be quite optimal. So yes, grapple along here. On these crates you'll find that medicine bottle number 2, and also grab the gold times 20. Once got them, use your whip, guys, to traverse this room and climb out onto the roof. Yeah, so once up here, use your whip on the chain to get all the way up to the top. And then once at the top, on the left will be a table. On this table, you'll find some gold times 20. And you'll find another book. Climbing Ace 2. Yeah, so grab that book. Once you got it, you want to drop down here. And then we're going to take a photo of the dunes. Yeah, come down to the lower part of the roof. So I'm now on 196, and this is when it's going to start ticking again. So once I do this, it's going to go up to 197.
Western desert, rock and sand.
I'll just show you. So yep, now it started working again. I don't know why this happens. You know, maybe it always happens when you get to about that amount. You know, when you get to about 196 or 53, for example, when it did slow down before. I don't quite know. But once you've got that photo, I'm going to follow this path around to here next. Yeah, we're going to go to this flagpole to the northwest, and you find a tomb entrance. You want to drop inside the tomb. Once you drop inside, you want to grab one of these heavy weapons and use it to break the weak wall to get inside. Right, once inside, go to the end, you'll find a note and some money. So smash this lockbox with a heavy weapon. You'll find 100 gold inside, and also find that dead Nazi's note. So grab that note and also grab the money. Now on the way back out, there's going to be an enemy waiting for you. I'm going to just knock him out with my big hammer. That's it, give him a good old clonk on the nose, and they're going to rappel out, and they're going to get a new disguise. Yeah, so once you've got your new disguise, I think we're heading kind of like east now. There'll be this little part of the camp. You see that red area on the maps, that means they're like enemy areas. where there's a lot of enemies around or restricted. But this part, this very small part here, there's no enemies here. So come to this tent, grab the 10 gold, grab the 20 gold, grab the Horror Tales #2 comic book. Of course, that's a journal note. And then grab this dig site outfit. Yes, we've got a new disguise now. Equip that, and enemies will not be that upset when they see you now. They're not going to trigger instantly. Come over here to this next shelter. Grab Jurgen's note. Yeah, grab Jurgen's note there. Grab a gold, and also grab a medicine bottle. Yeah, that should be medicine bottle #3, and there's a gold 20. Right, next up, we're going to head north. We're going to head up to this road, guys, and then follow east to a signpost, and then warp back to the village. Yes, follow this road to the east, the upper part of the road. Yeah, so this is the signpost. Yeah, you want to warp to the workers area. So back to the workers area. Right, from here, we are just going to head west. Yeah, head west out of the settlement, or the dig site, and then we're going to go north out of the fenced area. Head north, and then you shortly find another signpost. Yep, carrying straight past that signpost, and then once you go across the bridge, we're going to go right. All these objective markers, we need a lighter, because there's going to be tunnels in there and paths which are like blocked by like straw or other debris, and you need a lighter to burn them out of the way. And we need to go to the village to get that. Yeah, so once you pass the bridge, you want to go right, and then follow this path as it bends to the left, like here. And you'll eventually come to this signpost. Go close enough to trigger it. That's it. You don't really get any like notification on screen that you trigger that signpost, but normally just going within a few steps will normally unlock them. Yes, then continue through the village, along this alley up steps, and eventually you'll come to the market area. Once you get to the market, take a picture of Asma. There she is. Yes, get a photo of her, and then talk with her, guys, and
What are you selling?
you can buy the lighter. It's quite expensive. Yeah, 75 gold, but it's worth it. So yes, buy that gold. Buy the lighter. And once you've acquired it, like I say, make sure you got a photo of Asma. Then come over here, get a picture of the snake charmer. Once you got that photo, come down these steps next to the right. Get a photo of this master playing the guitar. Get a photo of him, and then continue west between these trees. Shortly on the trees, there's going to be a guy on a date. We're going to get a picture of him, guys. He's on his first date there. Yeah, get a picture of him.
Beautiful place to live.
Then continue west, and there'll be a goat. Get a picture of this goat as well for some reason. There you go, nice one for a collection. Just a random goat.
Goat farming.
Once got that photo, continue west. I'm going to be jumping down another hole in a minute, but we want to get rid of these 3 dogs first. If you don't remember from the, I think it's video 1 or video 2, you can't actually hurt dogs, but you can whip near them, and it'll kind of like make them sit down. Yeah, so just use your whip, guys, until you've made them kind of become inactive. But do not go too close, you can trigger them again. That's it. Then you want to grab this Gazar Relics book. That'll make all the relics of this area appear on your map. So grab that. That's just a map guide. It doesn't count your tracker, by the way. It's just useful because it puts everything on the map. So once got that, drop down this hole nearby. Pull that hook to open this gate. Grab the jackal jar. Once got that jar, come across this hole and lob it across the other side. So yes, lob that jar over there. Then drop down the hole.
Where does this go?
Grab the human jar. Lob that out there. And then we'll grab the staff as well. And lob that outside. That's it. Once you lob both of them out there, climb back up and then jump across. At this point, by the way, we should be on 205 journal notes. Right, pick up the staff once you've got across the other ledge. Knock down the weak wall, and then over here, yes, you'll find the jackal jar. So now come back in here, come into the puzzle room. The jackal jar, sorry, baboon jar that was, sorry. Yes, grab the baboon jar. Baboon jar goes on pedestal number 4. The falcon jar goes on pedestal number 2. Yes, the jackal jar goes on pedestal number 3. This is of course from left to right. And the human jar goes on pedestal number 1. So human number 1, falcon number 2, jackal number 3, and baboon number 4. Once done, grab that tomb journal document on the floor near the sarcophagus. Tomb journal. And also grab the relic from inside. That relic should be number 11 of 50, I think. There you go, just updated my trophy tracker. Yeah, so 11 of 50, and now I'm on 207 journal notes of 519. Right, going to leave the tunnel the way you came in. Then you're going to turn left and continue west. We're heading over to that objective marker. But first, we're going to drop down this hole. And we're going to get a picture of that train first. So just on the top of the entrance, stop and get a picture of that train, that stationary train. Then drop down, grab the sledgehammer and break this weak wall. That's it, come inside here. Head down, take out your lighter so you can see. And then burn that barricade. That's what I mean, you need a lighter. Because without it, you wouldn't be able to burn it. Right, you're going to use your whip. You're going to lower yourself down slightly and drop onto that lower ledge where there's going to be a lever. That's it, pull this lever, guys, to open the gates. And you can climb back up, hop over to that room just unlocked. And you're going to find one of the steels. Yeah, just in there on the left. Yes, that is the Civic steel. Grab that one. And they're going to leave the cave. And then make our way over to a little camp. This camp's nice because you get 200 gold. There's two lock boxes like really close together. So continue west. Going to grab the sledgehammer from the back of the truck. Although we've got a disguise, some of the enemies, like the captains for example, can still notice you. And it doesn't make you immune if you go into a restricted area. It's not like an enemy outfit, so you'll get kicked off a restricted area. But yes, grab a sledgehammer from the back of the truck, knock out the captain on the left, make him in a tent. Break this lockbox to find 100 golds. Grab that note, that is the code letter. Grab that one, and then grab the hammer if you don't still have it anymore. And break this lockbox next. Again, you'll find 100 gold inside. Then jump on the back of this truck and unlock the chest. The code for this one, yeah, code for this is 0805. 0805. And in there you'll find the harvest steel. So grab that and then continue west outside this tent, and eventually you'll come across another signpost. Once you get the signpost, we're going to head back to the village. Back to the village, that's it. Yeah, the enemy outfit, we do get that, but we get it about 10 minutes into the next video. Yes, the enemy outfit. So it's not too long, it's not too far away. Yeah, so once back in the village, we're going to head southeast now, to the southeast objective marker. If I say OM, by the way, that's objective marker for short. Yeah, but OM is objective marker. That's actually, I've wrote it in my text guide as well. Just so I don't have to keep writing it objective marker all the time. Yes, yeah, so once you drop in this hole, use your lighter to burn the blockage. And go through a little tiny crawl space and you'll find another steel. So this one is the giant steel. Grab that one, then crawl back through, guys, and leave the cave. I think we have one more to get now, and then we've got them all. Yes, 3 or 4, as you can see on the top left. This one's actually got a nasty bit of platforming. You have to swing on one beam, and you have to jump and swing on another in midair. and it's quite tricky to do actually, because it's in first person. Yeah, so you're going to head south or west from there until you reach this wall. Then you're going to follow the wall west, take the next left inside the ruins, grab a weapon, take out this guard, and you want to take out this captain as well. Yeah, this is captain, he will notice you, otherwise you wouldn't really have to kill these guys probably. Yeah, grab that medicine bottle. Yeah, that's medicine bottle number 4. Then grab a heavy weapon, come in this back part and destroy this lockbox to find another 100 gold. Once got that, come back in here and go in this chamber on the right to find another tomb. Take out your lighter and carry on inside. There'll be another crawl space, burn the blockage. Yeah, remember, if you do have trouble just seeing where I'm going or for whatever reason or keeping track of collectibles, refer to the text guide. I've tried to make it so you can use the text guide without itself, without the videos and without pictures or anything, without any imagery. So you're going to grab the death steel, that should be the last one. And when you're trying to grapple along here guys, do not press the grapple button again, the whip button, until you see the R1 prompt. If you press it too early, India will miss it. Even if you press it just before the prompt appears, you'll still miss it. You need to jump off and then wait until you see the button again and then press it. And then you should always grab it. But I know it's a bit awkward, so I think I did die there once and I had to edit it out. So once you leave that tomb, just continue west in the same direction which you leave it from until you reach a road. Once you reach a road, turn right and nearby there will be a signpost. Now we're going to carry on the story a little bit. Yeah, we're going to warp to the workers area. Then once you spawn in, we're going to go left to the blue tent. Yeah, we're going to place all the steels on the table for Naval. Yeah, place them all on there.
Spectacular find, Dr. Jones. Spectacular. Marvelous. Thank you.
Yes, I'm going to get a little cover to hide in with. A bunch of bananas.
Would you be so kind and give the crate to the delivery boy outside? Make sure to place the false bottom on top of it first. The Nazis are too daft to see through that.
That's it, nobody will notice, I hope. So once you've got them all, leave the blue tent, go left, place them on the back of that truck from earlier, and then talk to this guy here. He's going to give you the passes. So just wait a moment and he'll place him down on the corner of that crate. That's it, just tell him to take good care of your bananas. That's it, work passes. Once you've got them, head back into the blue tent. Yeah, place the work passes on there. And they're going to talk to Naval and Gina once you sit down and trigger the cutscene and continue the story. Yeah, it's going to take us to the Nazi compound to the northwest.
My friends, I should tell you all about it.
All right, Dame Nawal. What have you got?
Have you heard of the tunnels underneath Giza?
Right, so after that cutscene, this excavation, it's going to head forward. And then the hole we need to go into is just on the right there. It's marked by red paint. You can either climb up the scaffolding, follow that, or just jump up here like I'm doing. Yeah, grab a heavy weapon. You need it to break this wall. Indy always knows where to go to find these tombs. So yeah, smash that. And then make way through this crawl space. There will be a room in a second with loads of nasty scorpions. But if you're quick and if you're on light difficulty, they shouldn't really get a chance to attack you. You're supposed to use your lighter to scare them away, I think. But if you're quick enough, you don't need to. So yeah, shimmy through here. It's quite linear through this tomb.
Very dead.
I hope they stay that way.
Yeah, shimmy through here. Follow the path until you get to a pedestal. And there'll be like some lighting as well. Yeah, go right, head to the end. Be quick here, so like I say, some scorpions will appear. Quickly grab the jar, spin around, head over to Gina. You see the scorpions do damage you a little bit, but I have got some anti-venom. That's it. As soon as the gate opens, head on through, go right, and then carry on to exit the cave. Right, you're probably supposed to take a bit of time here and do it do it carefully, but I tend to go through this part really quick. So you need to get to that flagpole first and pull it. That'll trigger a signal and there'll be a large explosion. So I'm just going to head forward quickly. Yeah, I'm going to grab a heavy weapon to knock out these 2 guards. Right, down here. Yeah, knock out these 2. So once you knocked them out, head up here and go to that flagpole, guys, and use your whip. As soon as I do this, I start running to the next part. That's it. Once you pull the flag down, head over to that like little guard tower, the tall one, and we're going to climb to the top. I don't normally slow down here. I normally run straight to this ladder and just climb up. But I just thought I'd take care of the enemies for once. But it actually seemed worse. Yeah, so these are brutes. If you don't have that trophy already for dodging a charge attack, you can do it with these guys. Right, yeah, so climb this ladder. There is money in this guard tower, but I leave it. Because we're going to have more than enough anyway. It's only like 10 or 20. Yeah, this particular one, I just decided to leave it. But yeah, zip line across to the metal scaffolding. And then climb up steps on the right. Take out any guards on the way up. Because if not, when you have to open the hatch very, very shortly, you will not be able to until the guards have kind of like de-aggroed. So yeah, take out any guards on your way. Up in this room, grab a gold on the shelf on the right. Smash the lockbox on the table to find 100 gold. And then grab this note on the right here. Let's add this Marius letter. Grab that and also make sure you get a weapon. So there's going to be 2 enemies in here. Yeah, so you got this brute enemy type. Take him out. Grab a gold from that table. And there should be 2 more enemies just outside here on the balcony. Right, so take these 2 out and then we're going to take a photo of the dig. Sorry, of the compound. So yeah, let's come to this ledge. Take a photo of the Nazi compound. That should be number 211. Grab a revolver bullets on the shelf on the right. And then on the back left, it's going to be another relic. Grab relic number 12, guys, hidden in this crate. Yes, relic number 12. Once you've got that, come over to this hatch and pull it up. Yeah, so if the enemies are aware of you, you have to wait for them to de-aggro before you can lift this hatch. Yeah, so that's what my journal notes is at the moment. We're on 12 ancient relics and 211 journal notes. Right, so once you drop down here, I'm going to grab this note near us on the cabinet. That is the disappearance report. Lob that one in your pocket. Come to this coffee table, grab the affirmation letter. You don't need to pick up the phone, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, the affirmation letter. And then grab a Genesis chapter letter near the window. So once got them, then you're going to pick up this book from the desk. This is needed for a story. This is Gina's sister's journal, apparently. So yes, at this point you should be on 214 journal notes in your tracker. 214. So open this book, read it. That should complete one of the objectives. Yeah, then we're going to grab the key next to it in the middle. Yeah, detention center key. Then we're also going to grab the gold times 20. They're going to come in this little side room. Going to grab his symbols rubbing sketch. Another document. Grab the gold from the table. And also grab medicine bottle number 5. And then all we're going to do is take a picture outside this window, guys. And then that'll be it. So yes, take a photo outside here.
There's something happening out there.
Yes, that photo is of Voss arriving. So get that picture there. That should put us at 216. And there'll be an autosave. And that'll be it for that video. So thank you for watching. And I'll see you on part 7 tomorrow.